Good morning, all of you. In this lecture, we are going to see the topic of aged population. However, this topic is coming under the socio-economic problems in Indian society. But we are not aware about that it is also a problem because many people are think that aged population is also a problem to society, isn't it? Uh, Because we are thinking that it's only a stage that people got retired after the age of 60 and they were doing any miscellaneous work or sitting idle in their home. But however, day by day, year by year, time by time, we can see that it's becoming a social problem. That number of persons above the age of 60 years, their numbers are increasing rapidly. So, if their numbers are increasing, it means somewhere this aged population is again a problem. Because if this number increases, and as we know, in India, there is a joint family as well as the nuclear family. But if the number of aged people increases in the family, it means the person has got certain maturity age, retirement age. After that, he can't work. He can be mentally retarded, he can be physically retarded. The retirement can be of different parameters if he's not able to earn money for his family. Now, what he will do? He will be a burden on his son, on his daughter, on his daughter-in-law, or the son-in-law. It means somewhere it will create the problem in their family, and if the problem exists in every family, it will becoming a social problem. That's why aged population has become the socio-economic problem in today's era in the Indian society. Okay, in this lecture we are going to see what are the issues related to the aged population or aging in India, or what are the challenges. We will see the issues, challenges, and we will also see what are the measures through which we can control this problem of aged population or the aging in India. Okay, it means, as we know, aged population means already the people who has got the age of retirement. It means either 60 years, or for in the education in India, there was the retirement age is 65 years. It means the people above the age of 60 years will be coming under this topic. This topic is basically for those people who are coming under the uh, before 60 plus age group. Okay, okay, we'll see here a change in the age structure of the population within a country, a rising average age, and growing number of people beyond the standard working age. Population aging happens when the median age of a country or region rises due to rising life expectancy or declining fertility rates. According to Population Census 2011, there are nearly 104 million elderly persons aged 60 years or above in India, in which 53 million females were there and 51 million males were there. Just think about this figure, this fact, numbers. In 2011, there were about 104 million people were coming under the aged population. It means more than 60 years. It means out of the 125 crore, the total population of India, about 10 crore, it means 10.5 crore people are facing the problem of aged population. They were not facing the problem of only of the aged population. They were facing the day-to-day life problem, the family problem, the family relationship problem, earning problem, livelihood problem, living standard problem, status problem, economic condition problem, every type of problem they are facing. Because if a person has got his retirement from the public sector, it means he will be getting the pension or he will be getting a handsome amount at the time of retirement through which he can live live for further more years. But just think about a person who was working in the private job, is not getting any pension, is not getting any handsome amount on his retirement, because in private sector the people doesn't get retired due to the age, as well as his skills decreases, his efficiency to tolerate the pressure decreases. It means he has got retired. He is now not able to work in any corporates. In corporate, the situation is something else. The scene is something else than the public sector. In the public sector, there is the golden period, either before retirement or after retirement. In both the cases, people were enjoying monetary benefits. But in the corporate sector or in the private sector, people don't enjoy. In the terms of monetary, in both the cases, before retirement also they were working hard. They were getting the day-to-day targets. They were achieving it, facing the many types of problem to save their job, to save their life, to save their family members, to feed. They have lots of problems. But the people who was in the public sector, he don't have much more problem in comparison to the private sector people. It means somewhere about we have to think about that 10.5 crore people, how they will live their life, the older age life, how they will manage between the society, family, friends, relatives. What will be their monetary benefit? It's all a problem. It's all a occurring problem. It's all a rising problem in our society, which on we have to think that what will happen. Its result we can see that nowadays, uh, if if just think that I am a son and I am having a father and mother, they both were not earning, and I'm having a large family. It means somewhere I will be under pressure to handle the family members' pressure to provide them food, to provide them basic amenities, to provide them health facilities, medicines facilities. How it is possible for a single person to manage the whole family? If my family is around of 10 people and I'm only the earning member, then it's very difficult to fulfill the need and demands or wants of whole family members. It means somewhere, in many cases you will see that the older age people like father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, they leave the house voluntarily. They think that somewhere I am the burden on my family. I am the burden on my son. I am the burden on my daughter. I am the burden on my family member. So I should quit my house and I should live in the older age house or the second inning house, which has been created by the government. Like we can say that Vrinda Ashram. Many people are voluntarily going there, and in most of the cases, the family members are forcing the older age people to go there because they are not able to manage their expenses. That's why. So these are the problems. These are the social problems which is occurring day to day in India. Now, what are the global economic issues of an aging population? If we think this problem not from the Indian society but from the world society, then what are the economic issues of this aging population? We can see that here. The first issue is that decline in the working age population. Nowadays, people don't have the working capacity till the age of 65, till the age of 60, or till the age of 66, 62. They their efficiency is going to decrease day by day. That's why it's becoming a problem, and they're getting retarded either physically or mentally in very early age, just by the 40, 45, 50, because they must be suffering from many diseases. They must be suffering from the blood pressure problem, the diabetes problem, and many more chronic diseases are there. So somewhere it decreases, it declines the working age of the maximum population. The second economic issue is increasing healthcare cost. Nowadays, if you go for the whole body checkup, it will cost you around rupees 10,000 to 15,000. Just think, a whole body checkup means a salary for a month is going to be invested there, going to be met there. So it means a high cost of healthcare is increasing. So in a family, if a single person is getting suffering from any type of disease, then how he will be cured? Because there were less members in the family, they were earning, they can't maintain their healthcare cost. So it's again a problem. It means uh, it doesn't mean that we will leave that older age people to die. We will try our level best. We will try them to provide the minimum health facilities so that he can get cured. But however, it is not possible if there is very low income in the family. It is only possible if there is a good amount of money available as a part of the savings or as a part of the salary, then only we can make expenses on the healthcare cost. The third economic issue is the changes to the economy. However, whenever the economy changes, so think that how economy is related to the aged population or the older age people. No doubt, economy is related to the every life cycle stage of the people. If we are in the childhood stage, then also economy is related to us. Either we are in the school going, teenager, college going, working, retired, old age, in whatever cycle stage we are, life cycle stage we are, the economy is directly related to us. And however, if you are talking about the aged population, if the economy is very good, if the economic condition is good, it means somewhere it it means it will be having a less health cost, less medicines cost, less expenditure cost, less government bills, utility services will be at the available at the very minimum prices. So somewhere economy is also affecting the aged people. Like if in India there were maximum industries were there, if there were the maximum industries, it means it will need the human power, human resource. It means it will not let the people to be retired. It will say that till the age you can work here. We need your service. So somewhere industrial policy towards the economy will also affect their job either at the early age or at the later age. The fourth global economic issue of an aging population is increase in the dependency ratio. Nowadays, people are getting VRS. They think that after getting the VRS, it means voluntary retirement scheme. After opting the voluntary retirement scheme, they will live their life in the luxurious manner. So somewhere, if they are taking VRS due to only the luxury factor, then somewhere it will increase the dependency ratio on your family members. Okay, and nowadays people are thinking that I have two sons or I have three daughters, I have four children. It means I can live with them, I am dependent on them. Now they will earn, they will feed me. But however, it's not a good attitude, because if you will see in almost all the developed countries, you will see that people were earning, people were doing different type of jobs, they are engaged in different type of economical activities till their death, because they're physically fit, they have the attitude to do work. They think that if I'm physically fit, I can do any type of job. They are doing the very miscellaneous jobs like the delivery boy jobs, the office setting jobs, many type of jobs were doing by these people. But however, if someone has developed that I have to dependent, now I can't work, it means somewhere it will increase the dependency ratio. The next aging population issue is shortage of worker. What type of workers we are shorting of? We are shorting of the skilled workers, we are shorting of the experienced workers, we are having a shortage of qualified workers. So if a people is qualified, you will see that many times the people who are deserving, who are most qualified people, the government don't let them retire, they extend their services for 11 months, 12 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. That government has given them the extension of their services. Why? Because they were the most efficient person and the government don't want to lose them. They think their service is must for their department. So time to time they increases their extension period, they increases their job service. So somewhere due to the shortage of worker, again the aging population is increasing, because if I am not having any skill, nobody will give me work and I'll be slowly, gradually I'll be in the aging population. And the last one is the higher savings for pensions may reduce capital investment. If from our beginning, if we start saving more and more on the pension, somewhere it will reduce our capital investment. It means we can't live our present in the better ways. We are only thinking for the future. And in future, just think if I'll be die, what will happen to my dependents? How they will live their life? So somewhere it is again an issue for the aging population. Now, what are the remedies through which we can remove, or what are the evaluations of an aging population according to the society? The first problem can be eliminated by the aging population problem can be eliminated by increasing the retirement age, because the people who is effective, who is efficient, who is skilled, qualified, he can do more service. So we can take his service, or we can increase the retirement age from the 60 to 65, or 65 to 66, 67, 68, according to the nature of the industry, nature of the department, nature of the job description. So we can increase the retirement age. The second one is incentive to keep working. The government should not provide the schemes like BLS. Even out of instead of this, the government can provide the schemes like the people who will not get retirement. If he'll keep working, then we will provide them incentive. And the third one is the economic growth. A big factor in determining the impact of an aging population is future rate of economic growth. There is a concern Western economies have entered a period of secular stagnation, falling growth rates. If the aging population will start work somewhere, it will increase the economic growth because they will earn more, they are having the much more experience than the in comparison to the other population, other side of the population, because the other side of the population is also about 125 crore, and these aging population is just only of the 10.5 crore. So these are the remedies, measures which we can take to remove the aging population problem. So in this lecture, we have seen the what do you mean by the aging population? What are the global issues? We have got the definition of aging population and what are the remedies through which we can sort out this socio-economic problems. Thank you.